So this wee guy is the Nintendo Game Watch, and it's quite a significant piece of hardware because if it wasn't for this console, I don't think we'd have a lot of the handheld consoles as we know them today. It was a lot of the sort of design principles of this little guy which brought about the likes of the Game Boy, and even later on influenced the likes of the Nintendo DS, because as you can see it has a very similar clamshell design with two screens. Although the functionality with this definitely does differ. So yeah, this is a Game & Watch. It is from, I can't quite remember what date it's from, but we're going to zoom into the back and have a look at the embossed stuff. It is from 1983, I believe that says. It's not too clear on the camera. There we go, 1983. So it's quite long in the tooth. You might be wondering what that is. It's just a little bit of sticky back stuff I used to keep some batteries in it. It takes 2 button cell batteries, and the cover's missing off this little guy because he's been around since 1983. Anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to do a really quick video looking at this wee guy. Yeah, and just have a look at what it's like. It's the only one I own. Used to get the likes of Donkey Kong and Mario, and there was also a range of Game & Watches featuring Mr. Game & Watch, which I don't even know if that was his name back then, but that's certainly the character's name in Super Smash Bros. So, I mean, it had enough of an impact in the gaming industry to feature in Smash, although at this stage, to be honest, I'm surprised that like even the most crap game characters aren't in Smash. I mean, I don't know, try to think of a really crap game character. What about... I've set myself up for a joke and I can't even pick a game character. What, like Bubsy Bobcat. Surprised he's not in Smash. I don't know. The Cool Borders cast. I really don't know. I'm just looking at my shelf and pulling random games. Anyway, this should have power. This screen is going to be very hard to see. I do have a quite bright light in here. I might actually, if you just give me 2 seconds, just set this back in the little stand I'm using. I do have this light as well. Yeah, we'll use that to try and illuminate the screen. It may help matters somewhat. It's going to be quite hard to zoom in on this anyway because it's got 2 screens. What I was saying about the design principles of the Game & Watch and how it influenced the Game Boy doesn't really apply to this specific Game & Watch device. This one, in case you didn't catch the front logo, is Pinball. And this little twit, I can never get it open again when I close it. Instead of having the D-pad, of which all these Nintendo consoles are famous for, it just has 2 buttons. So this is not a great example of how the design influence of those consoles was used. This is really quite a basic Game & Watch, but it has all the things on a Game & Watch that you would expect. So if we look at the first screen, zoom in, see if you can see. Yeah, we can see that okay. As you can see, it has a time up the top, and that's why it's called a bloody watch. It's not just a random name. It did also double up as a timepiece. So when you're not in a game, it pretty much just displays the time. As you can see, it's one of these LCD game type things where, you know, like later on in life we came across many cheap Chinese pop stations and the likes, and that's probably where you mostly saw these LCD games. They're not very good. Tiger had a lot of them. Tiger used to rip off every franchise in existence and turn it into an LCD game, but this was way after 1983, so unacceptable. So that's what's on the top screen, and on the bottom screen is just the rest of the game. So as you can see, it's like a 2-tier sort of pinball game. So I'll zoom out enough just so we can actually try and get a game. Now I can barely see these flippers on the bottom with my own eyes. I don't know if that's because the console's deteriorated somehow. I do believe I've saw like Game & Watch consoles where they have faded, and I don't know what causes that. If you do know what causes that, let me know so I can stop making stupid guesses. Anyway, on the side here, if you can see that, we have Game A, Game B, and the time button just lets you adjust the time. And there's also little lights and stuff for alarm and blah 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 blah. Anyway, this is supposed to be just a quick video, so let's just get into it. We're going to press Game A. As you can hear, it makes some really delightful little sounds. And to kick off, I think I just press a flipper. Yeah, I do. So I can see the top screen okay. Well, just about. Barely, to be honest, but enough to know when I'm hitting the ball. So when it gets onto this bottom screen, I have a really hard time. As you can see, I just lost the ball. I have a really hard time seeing this bottom screen. I don't know if it was always like that. Again, if you're savvy with gaming watches, let me know. So to start again, you just press your right flipper again. And it is just a typical game of pinball. You're trying to hit things, and when you hit those things, you get points. And I just lost again, apparently, because I really can't see that bottom screen. And, you know, I can actually see it better for the viewfinder, so I'm going to actually use the viewfinder. Don't know if there's any lag for the viewfinder, but guess we'll find out. Oh, I seem to be doing a bit better now. I'm looking for the viewfinder. Yeah, that little sound means that I have lost my game of pinball, and I finished on a score of who gives a damn. Anyway, that's a Game & Watch. There's not much to them, but they are interesting little pieces of technology, and I would like to obtain a couple more of them and make a more in-depth video at some point where I don't just pull random facts off the top of my head. Thanks for watching this quick little video. Good night.